All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, it's going to be a brief news update. I want to touch on the so-called deal that was supposed to be being signed today on Trump's B-Day. All right. But now it's been pushed off to like later on in the week, and they still have a few things that they need to negotiate before Iran signs this deal. Now, they also said that they're not going to open up the Straits of Hormuz if Lebanon keeps getting bombed by Israel, and Israel just did it. All right, and this may throw a monkey wrench in it. They whole deal thing. And like I said on a previous video I did a couple hours ago, if I was a betting man, I don't think that shit gonna go down. Anyway,
the team put it on the screen. This morning's attack on Beirut should not have happened, particularly on a special day where we are so close to a peace deal with Iran. Israel has the right to defend itself against threats, but the attack it was responding to was very small and meaningless. Nobody was hurt, injured, or killed, and should...
See? They did a bombing and destroyed some shit, and you can't take what Esau say. No one was hurt, injured, or killed. Hey, Israel, let's say that was even true. Israel still bombed the hell out of like your water facility or some shit. Like, he'll do like a war crime, and they have injured and killed hundreds, possibly even thousands of men, women, children, little girls, which, how we feel about it. We really don't care. But just giving you the news. All right. It says nobody was hurt, injured, or killed, and it should not be destroyed. You can't say that to the people that you're negotiating with. That, it was meaningless. All right, because Iran came out and said what? That bombing them while negotiating with them, which U.S. did that already, and then this attack. They say bombing while negotiation. It's not going to happen how you think it's going to happen. And this is what them two is talking about. Like, he's a former U.S. diplomat of the JCPOA, the old Iranian deal. So he like, yo, they doing it fucking wrong, and they think this is going to go down how they think it's going to go down. But since he used to be under Obama, he like, you know what? Maybe we should have bombed Iran with Israel, have the Straits of Hormuz closed, and instead of 150 papers of the JCPOA, maybe we should do it with 2. They got 2 sheets for this deal of paper. So they clowning shit right now. But let's listen.
Should not disrupt this important process. We are very close to a deal that will bring peace to the region, including in Lebanon, and all sides should stand down. There should be no more attacks by Israel anywhere in Lebanon, but there should also be no more attacks by any other party, including Hezbollah, against Israel. This should be the beginning of a long and beautiful...
And you see, that's the bullshit, because every side, especially Israel, but Iran be doing that shit too. They be trying to get they last little lick off. That's like, when the bell rings and 2 fighters is in there locking ass in the ring. But it's so heated that the other one, even though he heard the bell ring, he still want to get that hook off. And he get it off. Bah! Damn near knock your ass out, or knock the other person out, fighting. And what does the other fighter do? Before he goes back to his side, he want to get his shit off. So what does this lead to? Straight brawl. See, how can you deal when one side is doing that? And they're trying to lock Benjamin Netanyahu out of these discussions, which they say he's mad about that. So I'm pretty sure he planning to attack some shit tonight, probably. Like, I'm just be speaking as a man.
Beautiful peace. Let's not...
Once again, the 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when they shall say peace and safety, the Americans out there, the Trumpers, they jumping for joy, clicking their heels. They saying, damn, we got this deal. Everything is over with. We about to have a good 4th of July. We about to have a good Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. It's the only thing that they wanted is the gas prices to go down, food prices to go down, which the Straits of Hormuz is affecting a lot of that. So they're looking at that. They're not giving a fuck about, the ins and outs. They got their eyeballs on the Straits of Hormuz. You even have Edomite owners, CEOs of companies coming out and saying they didn't even know what the hell the Straits of Hormuz was until this war started. So they're not caring about what's going on politically or geopolitically. They only care about their businesses, the gas prices, things that money, the economy. That's really the only thing they care about. Fuck if they got a nuclear weapon or whatever. They taking this as peace, safety, and a win-win. All right.
Not blow it. Thank you for your attention. So that's the post.
The gold is real, but so is the debt.
But yeah, that was pretty much the the point, man. It might not go down. All right. I just wanted to give that brief news update on. It was an attack in Beirut last night or today, a couple hours. You can give it like 15 hours ago or something, and that's the breaking of a deal. The deal already, because Iran also said if breaks the deal, then if Israel breaks strikes, then it's like America struck. Salakia, I got a little distracted. But this is also another one that says, have Iran, U.S. negotiation collapsed again? Well, we'll see. And I'm pretty sure they bringing up what Israel done too, But anyway, I hope this was edifying. Hope you can take something from this. This was a brief news update just to keep on your toes going over there in the so-called Middle East, which there's no such thing as the Middle East. That's why you don't hear a northern east. I meant a middle north and a middle west or a middle south. All right. But anyway, that's a whole nother point. Hope it was edifying. Hope you can take something from this. And with that, say shalom.